I always thought I was being a great dog dad to Buster, especially when it came to sun protection. On sunny days at the park, I'd dab a little of my own sensitive skin sunscreen on his nose and the tips of his ears. I really thought I was doing the right thing. Then one afternoon, a friend of mine, who's a vet tech, saw me doing it, and what she told me honestly sent a chill down my spine. She took the bottle right out of my hand, flipped it over, and pointed to one of the active ingredients. The sunscreen I thought was perfectly safe was loaded with chemicals that are toxic to dogs. She explained that if Buster licked it off, which, let's be real, he was definitely going to do, it could cause terrible vomiting, diarrhea, or even worse, long-term internal damage. I was horrified. I had been unknowingly poisoning my best friend. And it turns out, this is a shockingly common mistake that loving pet owners make every single day. We try to do right by our pets. We buy them the best food, the safest toys, and we trust the products we use on ourselves. But here's a hard truth. What's safe for you is not always safe for your pet. And one of the most common, well-intentioned mistakes is sharing your sunscreen. Think about it. You're at the beach, on a hike, the sun's beating down, and you see your dog's little pink nose getting red. Reaching for your sunscreen feels like the right move. But you have to stop and hear this. That human sunscreen can literally be a poison to your pet. The problem is with specific ingredients. A lot of human sunscreens, especially the mineral or sensitive skin kinds that we think would be safer, contain zinc oxide. For us, it's a fantastic UV blocker, which is why it's in everything from fancy sun lotions to diaper rash cream. But if a dog or a cat swallows it, it's toxic. When your pet licks the sunscreen off their nose or paws, and they will, that zinc oxide gets into their system. It can cause immediate stomach issues like vomiting and diarrhea, but the danger doesn't stop there. In serious cases, it can actually damage their red blood cells, leading to a dangerous condition called anemia. You might see your pet getting weak or tired, notice their gums look pale, or even see dark, discolored urine. And zinc oxide is just one of the bad guys. Other common sunscreen ingredients like salicylates and PBA are also toxic, especially for cats, who are incredibly sensitive to chemicals. The very thing you're using to protect them from the sun is exposing them to a much more immediate danger. Who's most at risk? While any pet can be harmed by these chemicals, some pets get hit with a double whammy. They're not only more likely to need sun protection in the first place, but they're also the most vulnerable to the sun's damaging rays. I'm talking about pets with white or light-coloured fur, those with thin coats, and all the hairless breeds. Think Dalmatians, white boxers, bull terriers, greyhounds, and cats like the Sphinx. These animals have less natural pigment to protect them, so their skin is just more exposed. The spots that get burned most often are the ones with the least fur. The bridge of the nose, ear tips, the skin around their eyes and mouth, their belly, and their groin area. If you have a dog who loves to sunbathe on their back, their entire underside is a target. This isn't just about a painful red sunburn. Over time, repeated sun exposure can cause something called solar dermatitis, where the skin gets thick, scaly, and irritated. And just like with people, chronic sun damage dramatically increases the risk of aggressive skin cancers like squamous cell carcinoma. It's a terrifying thought, right? You bring home a beautiful white dog or a sleek, hairless cat, and your first instinct is to protect their delicate skin. But grabbing your own sunscreen means you could be trading the future risk of cancer for the immediate risk of poisoning. It feels like a no-win situation, but I promise you it's not. There are safe ways to protect them. Before we get into how to fix this, I have a question for you. Have you ever put human sunscreen on your pet? Or even just thought about it? Be honest. Drop a comment below and let's talk. There is zero judgment here. This channel is all about learning how to be better pet parents together. And while you're down there, if you're finding this helpful, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You're not going to want to miss the tips we have coming up. The right way to protect your pet. The solution. All right, so human sunscreen is a definite no. What do you do instead? It's simple. You have to use products made specifically for pets. First up, pet-safe sunscreen. When you're shopping for one, you have to become a label detective. Rule number 1, make absolutely sure it is free of zinc oxide and PBA. Ideally, you want a product that's also fragrance-free, since strong smells can really bother them. A good pet sunscreen will offer broad-spectrum protection against both UVA and UVB rays and have an SPF of at least 15, though 30 is even better. For example, in the United States, there is currently only one FDA-compliant sunscreen for pets, and it's called EpiPet K9 Care Sunscreen. It's a non-greasy spray rated as SPF 30+ for humans and is approved for dogs and horses. You probably noticed I keep saying dogs. That's on purpose. This is so important Most pet sunscreens, including EpiPet, are not safe for cats. Cats have a unique sensitivity to salicylates, which can show up even in some dog-safe formulas. If you have a cat, you absolutely must talk to your vet before putting any sunscreen on them. Don't ever chance it. For dogs, applying it is easy. Put it on about 15 to 20 minutes before you head outside, so it has time to soak in. And please don't spray it right in their face. Spray it on your hands first, then gently rub it onto their nose, ear flaps, and other exposed spots. And remember, it's not a one-and-done deal. You have to reapply it every 4 to 6 hours, and even more often if your dog has been swimming or playing hard. So what if you're not a fan of sprays? Or what if you have a high-risk pet and want even more foolproof protection? I want to introduce you to what I think is one of the best and most underrated tools for sun safety: protective clothing. You've definitely seen UPF clothing for people. Those sun shirts and hats that block UV rays. Well, they make them for pets too, and they work incredibly well. UPF stands for Ultraviolet Protection Factor, and it tells you how much radiation the fabric blocks. You want to look for clothing with a UPF rating of 50+. That means the fabric blocks over 98% of harmful UVA and UVB rays. It's consistent protection without you having to worry about your pet licking off a cream. And these aren't some heavy, hot winter coats. Modern UPF pet clothes are made from super lightweight, breathable materials that are designed to keep your pet cool. You can find everything from full bodysuits, which are a game changer for hairless breeds, to simple sun shirts that cover their back and belly. And the best part is the clothing covers the biggest parts of their body. This means you need way less sunscreen. With a good sun shirt on, you might only need a tiny dab of pet-safe sunscreen on their nose and ear tips. It minimizes risk and is a lot less hassle for you. And please, whatever you do, do not try to make your own DIY sunscreen. I see these all-natural recipes online using stuff like coconut oil or shea butter. They might be moisturizing, but they have not been proven to provide real sun protection. There is zero evidence that these homebrews are safe or effective. Stick to what's been tested and proven, either a vet-approved, pet-specific sunscreen or high UPF protective clothing. Real sun safety isn't just about one product, it's about having a complete game plan. Honestly, the best approach is to combine everything. Use a UPF 50+ shirt for their body, put a little pet-safe sunscreen on the exposed spots like their nose, and then just be smart about their environment. Managing their time in the sun is just as critical as any product you can buy. The sun is harshest between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. The easiest and most effective thing you can do is limit their direct sun exposure during those peak hours. Plan your walks for the early morning or later in the evening. When you are outside, make sure there's always a shady spot for them to escape to. A big tree, a patio umbrella, whatever you've got. Your pet needs a place to get out of the direct sun. And never forget about water. A dehydrated animal is way more likely to get heat stroke, so always have fresh, cool water available.
One last tip. Don't shave your long-haired dogs down to the skin for the summer.
It feels like you're helping them stay cool, but their coat is actually a natural layer of protection from the sun. A light trim is fine, but a buzz cut leaves their skin totally exposed. So let's wrap this up. That bottle of sunscreen on your shelf, the one you trust for your own skin, could be a serious danger to your best friend. Ingredients like zinc oxide, found in so many human formulas, are a real threat if your pet swallows them. But you don't have to be scared. You might have come here today worried that you were making a mistake, but now you're armed with the knowledge to be their best protector. Now you know to look for pet-specific sunscreens without the nasty chemicals. You know about the amazing, safe alternative of UPF 50+ clothing. And you know how to build a full sun safety plan with shade, smart timing, and lots of water. Protecting your pet from the sun isn't just about avoiding a painful burn. It's about protecting their health for years to come and lowering their risk of skin cancer. They trust you with everything. Now you have the tools to honor that trust, even on the brightest days. Thanks so much for sticking around to learn how to better protect your furry family. If this video helped you out, please give it a thumbs up and share it with another pet owner who needs to see this. And for more essential pet safety tips you won't want to miss, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next video.